Thank you for your time and interest in HekaBio. I'm Rob Clare, CEO. I'd like to draw your attention to a couple things up front. First, you'll notice that we're using the word miracles in our tagline. This is intentional. We are an aspirational enterprise that believes in miracles as we enable patient access to potential cures for serious conditions. You might also wonder, what is Heka? This is another important part of our story. Heka, in Egyptian mythology, is the god of magic and healing. So we're bringing forward these concepts of miracles, magic, and mythology in a way that will become clear as you get to know us and our business. Stay with me for a moment on this mythology concept. In mythology, you'll find some very useful superpowers. The ability to alter time, the ability to conjure an invincible army, how about the infallible archer with magical arrows? These sound fanciful, I know, and yet, here in the real world, we have all of these, and we have more. But rather than miracles based on magic and mythology, we're dealing in the miracles of technology, proven through rigorous scientific and clinical development. I'm eager to show you what we're building at HekaBio. Before we get into our portfolio, I want to show you who we are and why we're able to succeed in delivering miracles. It all comes down to the daily mission of bringing new options for life-changing solutions to patients. Our core values of collaboration, creativity, and commitment are centered around working together with great people in a trust network. This is our notice on forward-looking statements. As an investor, HekaBio brings you an extraordinary two-part opportunity. First is participation in a portfolio of cutting-edge healthcare solutions that we source globally and vet through rigorous internal processes. Second is access to Japan's healthcare market, the world's third largest, through commercial exclusivity for those technologies. HekaBio is a healthcare investment, development, and commercialization platform. Here's our current status. We're submitting for regulatory approval for Alpha Tau Medical's Alpha DaRT. You can think of this as the magic arrow that shrinks and eliminates solid tumor cancers. We have a key commercial partnership announcement coming up. We're based in Japan, but make full use of our global network and experience. And we're currently raising 1.4 billion Japanese yen, or 10 million US dollars, in order to accelerate our growth and succeed in our IPO. Half of the amount raised will go to asset onboarding. We are developing a synergistic portfolio of breakthrough diagnostic, interventional, and medical innovations in cardiology, neurology, oncology, and ophthalmology. We've built this through our long-term global trust network and rigorous due diligence. The amazing portfolio we have is what surprises people, particularly industry insiders who see our story for the first time. Here you'll find a new mitral heart valve that enables elderly patients to avoid open heart surgery, an AI-driven solution for shortening the time it takes to complete a cardiac MRI, an army of billions of natural killer cells that reduce brain inflammation and clear out protein deposits, a first-in-class anti-inflammatory drug with breakthrough potential in cancer. The pinpoint dart, which melts solid tumor cancers from the inside using alpha radiation, and more. Now is the time to invest in HekaBio. Let me show you why. You get access to our outstanding global portfolio of life-saving healthcare innovations with massive future technology values. You get access to Japan, the world's third largest market. This is the last planned investment round before IPO. HekaBio plans to make distributions to shareholders when any of our portfolio companies has an exit event, such as an IPO or M&A. We are picking companies that we believe will have such an event within 3 years of partnering. I want to explain why technology innovator companies want to partner with HekaBio and join our portfolio in the first place. Our value proposition to them is critically important to our ability to continue to grow our portfolio and impact. They get entry into our synergistic portfolio, access to capital and PR benefit. New opportunities and collaborations open up within this portfolio. The perceived difficulty of navigating Japan is mitigated by the fact that we are an American-led organization with a successful track record in this market. Unencumbered ownership of Japan approval boosts their overall company valuation by 5 to 10% or more. We help grow their company valuation. Japan is a trustworthy and strategic gateway to the rest of Asia. I want to simplify what may sound like a unique and complex business. What HekaBio does is really just 3 activities. We identify global healthcare innovations with potential for enormous growth. We invest in the originator company and take on the commercial license for Japan and beyond. We accelerate market approval and commercial readiness. It's important to mention here that our commercial plans involve collaborating with strategic partners sales organizations in each therapeutic specialty area. This enables us to keep our organization lean and efficient. In fact, we operate with just 12 people across all specialties. HekaBio has 3 revenue streams in our hybrid model. Investment returns with enormous upside potential, development service fees, and recurring revenue using strategic partners sales organizations. HekaBio's team and our efficient business model are the keys to our current and future success. We have a veteran team with over 50 regulatory approvals in the last decade. This industry-leading expertise is a significant point of differentiation for our business. We have a track record of selecting portfolio companies that have financial exits within 3 years. And starting in 2024, we will have recurring revenue through efficient commercialization using strategic partners. Here is our outstanding portfolio of programs, including those to be fully funded and contracted within 2023. Alpha Tau, localized alpha radiation for solid tumor cancers. Limaca, pancreatic tumor biopsy device to facilitate early diagnosis. NKGen, optimized and expanded patients' own natural killer cells, which reduce brain inflammation and clear protein deposits in patients with neurodegenerative diseases. Salutaris MD, localized beta radiation for wet AMD. Serpent Pharma, first-in-class drug with strong anti-inflammatory and tissue repair functionality. This has many uses, including chemotherapy-induced peripheral neuropathy. Theranica, neurostimulation armband for the treatment and prevention of migraine. TrueLeaf, fully transcatheter mitral valve replacement system. Vista AI, one-click workflow optimization for cardiac MRI, which cuts the time in half. And Z-Square, ultra-thin and high-resolution, cost-effective single-use endoscopy. The global annual opportunity for this portfolio is $19 billion US, and the Japan annual opportunity is over 120 billion Japanese yen, or 870 million US dollars. We will continue to leverage our global network for portfolio expansion. This trust network brings us 3 to 5 leads per week from doctors, lawyers, advisors, investors, and governments around the world. We believe there is unlimited opportunity for HekaBio to grow and intend to expand by a minimum of 3 new programs each year. We have institutionalized our partnering process to ensure consistent selection criteria and development of deal terms. From selecting de-risked assets poised for significant value inflection, due diligence on the technology and team, and securing an allocation to invest on favorable terms that reward our ability to create additional value for the company. Once partnered, we move forward with clinical and regulatory development and proceed with commercial preparation. Let me show you how this process works using the example of our most advanced program, Alpha Tau Medical's Alpha DaRT. It all started on an evening telephone call. The approach from Israel came through word of mouth in our network. Then, Alpha Tau came to Japan for the first time, and we arranged meetings with key opinion leader doctors at several top cancer centers. Then, we proceeded with planning and government outreach in Japan and Australia. This was followed by Alpha Tau's second Japan visit and contracting. Then, we made our initial investment. Next, we traveled to Israel with Japanese doctors interested to participate in a clinical trial. After clearance from Japan's Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare, we initiated our clinical trial. Alpha Tau succeeded to list on NASDAQ. In the near future, we will submit to the PMDA for regulatory approval in Japan. At the same time, we are working on finalizing terms with a commercial partner. Next year, we anticipate the PMDA approval, price listing, and commercial launch. I'm very pleased to introduce our multicultural veteran team. This is our highly experienced executive management team, including me, Rob Clare, Ben Pratt, our COO, Norihiro Ashida, our CFO, and Mitch Seelong, our CCO. Our team averages 30 years in healthcare, including investing, R&D, and commercialization. We thrive on bringing new solutions and hope to patients. Together, we are building the platform that makes that possible. And here is our industry-leading lineup of independent board directors. Mike Alfant, serial IT entrepreneur, nonprofit, and community volunteer. Shinji Amano, CEO of his family's century-old pharmaceutical and cosmetics business. James Feliciano, Japan's CEO for Big Pharma. Kumi Sato, PR firm CEO. David Samaya, chairman of Japan's premier trust bank. And Cayman Wong, one of the leading figures in Asia-Pacific medtech. We are grateful for the guidance and support of our board. In summary, HekaBio is currently raising 1.4 billion Japanese yen, which is 10 million US dollars, at a pre-money valuation of 10.9 billion yen, or $78 million. We expect to generate significant upside for investors through IPO and beyond. Thank you for your interest in joining our mission.